In this video, I'm going to show you how much the industry is losing and the solution I built to fix it. Alright, so we know poor communication is the problem in construction. Construction Disconnected, this was a 2018 report that I pulled all the information from for this video. In this report, that's where I got 52% of all rework is caused by poor data and miscommunication. And you can see it's costing the US $31 billion. But it's important to know that poor communication causes bad data. Human error is to blame. It's not because your laser level isn't straight enough or because your GPS isn't accurate enough, because it is. It's because of this guy. This guy got the wrong measurement, and it's because of poor communication. In the reports, it went further and it showed actually how much time is being wasted in construction. It showed that construction professionals spend 35% of their time on non-optimal activities. This was 14 hours per person each week that could have been spent on priority activities. And you can see it was broken down into looking for project data information, conflict resolution, and dealing with mistakes. All of that again is communication issues. So how much is this communication issue really costing the US in 2018? It costs $177.5 billion. So as you can tell, this is a huge problem, but luckily we have a solution. This guy, this guy's got the answer. Can you believe it? I couldn't either. So obviously this is a multifaceted issue. There's lots of areas of communication in construction, but I just came up with a solution from a problem I saw during my time in the field. Introducing the truck tracking system. So what is the truck tracking system and how does it solve the problem of communication? Broken telephone. Remember we were talking about that earlier? In construction, you can't build anything without materials. So your whole operation centers around getting deliveries from trucks and building with those materials. I used to work at a company with 200 employees and millions of dollars worth of equipment, and this is how they handled their communication for deliveries. It involved calling the dispatch to find out what time the truck left, and then the foreman, who's the boss of the job site, and then the supervisor, which is his boss. The foreman calls the supervisor, then the supervisor calls dispatch, then the supervisor calls the foreman, and the foreman lets the team know what we're doing. This led to too much time wasted and too much friction. This company is still bleeding money today and they don't even know it. But I came up with a solution and I'm going to show it to you guys. Voice AI instantly calls dispatch and finds out what time the truck left. Then it uses Google Maps to calculate the truck's ETA. And then it sends a text message ETA to the foreman. This gives him instant information, allows him to make faster decisions, and leads to less time wasted. For those who are interested in seeing the backend and how this works, it was built in N8N, and you can see that it starts with the initial trigger. We go through some code over here, then we trigger our voice agent to call dispatch. And then once it has that conversation with dispatch, it gets the information about what time the truck left. It then sends that information to this webhook over here. We go through some more code. We create the URL that we pass to Google Maps, and this is where we use Google Maps to calculate the ETA. We get that information, we extract the travel time, we merge the data, calculate the ETA, and then send a text message notification to the foreman instantly. All of this happens in the background on a schedule and requires no effort from the team. And then the front end to try this out, it was built with Lovable. I recommend all of you guys try out Lovable. It's a really good platform. It allows you to turn your idea to an app in seconds. And you can see this is what I built. Track smarter, build better. Experience real-time AI-powered truck tracking built for construction teams. And you can try the demo. So now we're going to jump over to the demo and I'm going to show you how it works. Alright, here's the back end of the workflow. You can see we have a trigger here and then it goes through some code and it calls the dispatch. In this case, my phone number will be the dispatch. And then after it calls the dispatch, it calculates the ETA, goes through here, and then it notifies the foreman. And in this case, I'll be the foreman, it'll be my phone number. So I'll get the initial phone call and I'll be getting the text message notification. So let's test it out. The website's right here. Put in my phone number. And then now we'll get a call.
Hi, this is James Construction's virtual assistant.
Hi.
I'm calling to check on the status of a concrete truck delivery. Could you please tell me what time the truck was loaded?
The truck was loaded at 9:20.
Thank you. And how long has it been since the truck left the plant?
The truck left the plant 5 minutes ago.
Great, that's all I needed. Thanks so much for your help. Have a great day.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Alright, so then we should get a text message notification now. There we go, it just came on my phone. Let me show it to you on my computer. Alright, you can see the text message here. The ETA of your truck is 49 minutes. So how do we know that this is actually correct? Let me show you over here in Google Maps. You see Google Maps, the locations I was calculating this from was from Mississauga is where the truck is coming from, and it's delivering to the CN Tower in Toronto. And you can see the travel time currently is 55 minutes. So if the truck left 5 minutes ago, it would have been there in by 5:50 or 5:49, same thing. So you can see that this is actually working. So simple systems like this can easily save companies thousands of dollars, because I've seen it for myself. Like I said earlier, the company I used to work for, they're still bleeding money and they don't even know it. So yeah, this is just a quick tutorial to show you guys what's possible in construction.